Well, this is cool. We get to do an example together.
Look, man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
All right, this is Ken, longtime friend and colleague, and we've been reunited through Spot It. It's a beautiful thing. So let's get right into it. Step one, situation.
So the situation is, I saw a classmate of my son's kicking him in the playground. Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to say excellent, but it's not a good situation. But the point is, for people who are new, you saw how Ken just reported the situation very simply. Step number two, symptoms. Let's start with the physical symptoms that you experienced or have experienced since.
So once I'm picking him up from school, I'm driving into the parking lot where all the kids are playing in the aftercare program. I see this little boy kicking my son. Part of me wants to just stop the car, jump out.
Yeah.
So I felt, angry. I was getting tense. I was, like my heart is racing. There's all of a sudden, my blood pressure is up. I'm ready to, just kind of crush the moment.
Yes. Got you. Any thought symptoms that you can remember in the moment or subsequently?
I'm like, where's the adults? Where are the people who are supposed to be managing this situation? Where, like through it all, like I'm looking to try to get answers to what my questions were coming up as, and what's happening, only making myself more frustrated.
Absolutely. Step number three, the spots. And you may just come off the top of your head. For people who are new, we have this card. You'll get to learn them too, and we have 40 nice spots on the back.
The first thing for me is that calm brings calm.
Yeah.
I mean, like that as a spot, I reference frequently, only because in this situation, my gut is telling me, chastise the other kid, find out where the other person is, and just really kind of get at them. But I need to remain calm. So calm brings calm.
Yeah.
If I was, really kind of thinking about it a little more, I think the angry
temper. Yep. Yep, absolutely.
It's coming out there. And
yep.
Yeah.
Yep, angry temper. Yeah. And for people who are new, a nice thing to notice what's happening, often we'll spot in the moment when it happens, but we also reflect back and spot on situations. You could spot on a situation. I've spotted on a situation that happened 40 years ago because the purpose is we're learning. We're using the example as a platform to learn how to better adapt our reaction. So it's never too late to spot. So it's nice, you're kind of seeing Ken do that live, how he spotted in the moment, now he's thinking back. So maybe one or two more spots that either you did in the moment or that upon reflection?
Well, it is certainly a plan, decide, and act.
Yep.
There was another one that I really liked. It goes by acronym of FIST.
Yes. Yep. There are four things in the inner environment: feelings, impulses, sensations, and thoughts. FIST. What's important is that we learn the feeling we have no control over.
Right.
The sensation we have no control over. Mm-hmm. The influences on our impulse, how to react, and the thoughts. Those are the two things in the inner environment we do have influence over. The impulse, how you're going to react, and you can change the thought to more secure thoughts.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I remember it. Certainly I remember the acronym now, like in my mind. I remember it as FIST. That's
good.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, and also what's nice to see in the evolution, I've been doing this for over 20 years. Ken's about a year. He's one of our certified coaches. But it's nice, you can see live, like, this is why we practice, because, you little by little, you learn it. We all learn it better and better. The second part of step 3 is the self-endorsement.
Yeah.
Any endorsements you can have at the moment, or again, upon reflection, that you can endorse yourself for?
Well, in the moment, I remain calm.
Good.
I didn't, screech my brakes, into the playground area. I didn't, I didn't jump out of the car, and try to superhero to move into that. Once I got out of the car, I had already spotted or saw the child care worker.
Yep.
Grabbed their attention. It was able to make sure that my son was okay. Once he saw me, he came running to me. So there was, the psychological safety. Let me get everybody safe first, and then begin to have the conversation.
Good. So those are good things to endorse yourself for. And the fourth step is the success. What is different before you knew the spotted method? How might have you reacted differently?
I spent some time as a drill sergeant, so
yes.
I could project my voice.
Yes, you can.
For a great distance.
Yes.
I did not do that because, that may have come with some very colorful language.
Yeah.
And so, just checking myself, maintaining my calm, being able to get everybody, in a space where they could react appropriately, and then I could react appropriately.
Good, excellent. Now, again, as you learn the method, my role now, he could have just done that on his own, but when you do it with someone else, it's that peer-to-peer method. I then give some spots back to Ken. And again, if you're new, you can repeat spots because, again, it's all about rehearsal. And I'm going to look at the card, too, because I learn them, too. I continue to learn more. But I'm going to spot angry temper, judging the other person is wrong. And I'm going to spot maybe some fearful temper in terms of the reaction. Of course, obviously, your son. I'm going to spot it was a startle. I mean, you're just driving up, ready to pick up.
Yeah.
KJ, right? I got it right. And here you see this thing. So it's a startle. It's average to be uncomfortable in an uncomfortable situation. You're a parent, you see this, it would be average. It's distressing. It wasn't dangerous. From what I could tell from the story, he was okay. It turned out okay. Comfort is a want, not a need. And there's so much to endorse yourself for. You controlled your speech muscles, you controlled your body language muscles, and you really worked yourself down, and you made a business out of recovery, your peace of mind.
Yes.
That's what you put first. And really endorse yourself for you had productive, positive response for him, for the school, and for your own peace of mind. So there's so much to endorse yourself for. Excellent example.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. Here's another wonderful spotted example with Ken and Evan, and we look forward to seeing you down the road.